Name Gilbert Mermer. Me consider me one fashion designer. I buy fabric from different places. I print the fabric myself. I design the clothes myself, and I get different tailors actually to do the clothes. So it's a whole process. I've always wanted to design my own fabrics. So everything I do is, all the fabric I use is my own. So in 2020, did my first fashion show through the platform that V Pride has provided with their annual fashion show. When the opportunity came up for me to do the show, everybody went and bought fabric from the shops, and I was like, why not I do my own fabric? So I just printed my own fabric from the beginning, and then that's where it started. So I've just been perfecting what I do, and I'm still learning. Everything is self-taught. That started everything for me. Like, it really pushed me as well. I think a lot of people don't differentiate a fashion designer from a tailor, which is two different things. And also a textile designer is another thing again. I don't think we all can do everything. I'm a one-man business. I do everything from social media to marketing to taking orders to delivering orders to printing fabric to designing. Getting that outside help gives me the time to do all the other things that I do by myself. I mean, my garments are pretty exclusive, so I want the quality of the work to be neat. To get good quality tailors in town is very difficult, so a lot of people use those tailors. I keep going back to these people because of the quality of the work that they put out. My creations are mostly inspired by our fauna and flora of the islands. My garments are designs of everything that we see every day. Ferns, you see them everywhere you go for a walk in the bush. What I'm wearing are fans that are made with coconut leaves. All the prints that I do are inspired by the natural fauna and flora of Vanuatu. When I did my first fashion show, I launched the modern island dress, and people started to do some copies of it, so I was advised to go ahead and protect it. So at the Vanaipo, I've only protected one design, so that was the design of the dress itself. It was not a specific print, but it was like the cut and how the dress was made. But when I asked about prints, for example, the fan or the hibiscus, it's very tricky to protect these things because anybody can go and print a hibiscus or a fan, as long as it's not identical to mine. At the beginning, when I launched the modern island dress, I had a few backlash right after the show because people were like, that's not traditional. After the backlash came all the copies, so people started copying me. I did all the paperwork, and thanks to Margaret, I actually went and met up with Sam at Vanaipo and did all the paperwork, the process and everything, and then I ended up protecting my design. And it is actually it's very good to protect your design because the design is yours now and then 50 years after you pass away. I would encourage everybody, if you come up with something new that no one has done, please go to Vanaipo and protect your design and your idea. So for me, quality is, first of all, you open the inside of a garment and all the threads are neat, nothing is hanging loose, everything is overlocked, nice crisp collars, the sewing is straight, no crooked lines, and the finishing touches like the ironing at the end. So yeah, most of the time I do the quality checks myself after the tailors are done, and then I'll ask them to, polish it up if it's not good enough, because obviously